Okay, I've got some new goodies for both our boats. I've got the game boat coming out of the water shortly to fit a few new products into it, as well as a transducer for the blue boat, so we'll talk about that shortly. First up, I've got a Garmin VHF, the 215i with AIS as well, so that's going to be a handy little tool to replace my old ones. We've also got a Fusion marine radio for the game boat. We're going to get rid of the old one, put some of the latest technology in there. And also I've got this is the big toy I've been looking for. This is the LVS32 through-hull forward-looking live scope transducer. It's going to be great for us getting into tight situations, especially if it's overcast and we can't see bommies and things like that in the shallows. We might be going up an isolated estuary somewhere. It's going to show us any obstructions way in front of us, so very handy tool. It's in a fixed position rather than having it on a swivel mount like we use for barra fishing. So this is going to be forward looking only in our game boat. Can't wait to get that in. And I also have the new GT56 UHD transducer to replace the old GT54. Got a little bit more power, we can see a little bit further. Another extra frequency and down imaging, a bit higher again. So it's a bit of a game changer actually. It's really improved the UHD in the Garmin range. So I can't wait to get that on there. We're going to take some sounder recordings this weekend and we'll put them up on Facebook and show you all about it. Righto, let's have a closer look at the LVS32. First up, this is the module. This is what we bolt in there. The LVS32 requires this one. The LVS32 has a few extra features over the LVS12. The LVS12 you can plug straight into the back of the EcoMaps and the 84 series, etc. But this guy requires the black box. It gives us a bit different spectrum of the beam angles and also perspective mode. So that's got to go in the boat as well as the transducer. So I'll just put that over here for a minute. And then we have the transducer. There we go. So that's the through hull. Most people are probably used to seeing these set up with the bracket on the pole for estuary fishing and that kind of thing. But this is the through hull model. This will be going in our forward compartment, mounted in a forward position, and it's going to show us anything that's directly in front of the boat. So with the game boat, if we get stuck and we want to have a look around, we can just use the throttles to spin the boat on the spot to look around to see any little tight gaps we might have to get through. So that's going to be a very handy toy for when we go away to remote places. Righto, let's have a look at the VHF. Now, these guys are nice and compact. Very small unit. That'll sit up in the flybridge. Up in the top panel there, that is the 215i from Garmin. Nice little units, and we can connect the AIS to that, which is basically an indicating beacon to ships and that sort of thing. They're not relying on radar to see you. They're relying on basically the pulse from this thing to see your position. Very cool bit of kit. Can't wait to get it in and get rid of the old ones. Now, I will have to admit, before our cameraman arrived, I got a little bit too anxious, as people do, and I pulled this one out of the box early. This is the new GT56 UHD, ultra high frequency. It gives us an extra frequency and down imaging and a little bit more power for those shallow water, brilliant, super sharp returns. So we're going to be able to see a lot further in shallower waters now. And some of the screenshots that have been coming up already is just absolutely amazing. These guys have really taken over the market now, and I can't wait to get it out this weekend, get some images, and we'll post them up and show you. And by the way, while we're at it, I've just had the back of the boat reconfigured a little bit, and for transducer mounting cables, I've got a pipe welded in the sealed compartment, and it comes out up the top here, and then transfers through my grommet down into my storage well, and that's where my pipe runs up to my console where all the wires come out. So it's nice and easy. You've got no wires hanging out anywhere to foul up on things basically. And yeah, that's a really neat way of running transducer cables. So I'm really excited to see some of the images that this thing can produce, and it's going to be a bit of a game changer. I'd really like to thank Garmin. They make some fantastic products. Doesn't matter what it is, radios, sounders, the whole lot. I just can't wait to use some of this new gear. It just improves people's fishing out of sight. And just remember guys, I also have online courses, not just species courses, I also have Sounder Skills 1 and 2. Sounder Skills 1's more of a beginner's course, gets you those 3 fundamentals right. It's only 20 bucks, and before you can move on to our advanced course, Sounder Skills 2, which is, yeah, it's getting great raps all around the world. So if you want to have a look at those, go to ryanmoodyfishing.com, check it out.